Welcome to Drift Off and Discover, your calm place to unwind as we explore the history of the zipper. Before we begin, a brief note for your safety. Please do not listen to this wander through history while driving or operating machinery. Only listen when you're somewhere you can relax safely and completely. As you settle in and allow your body to soften into stillness, imagine yourself drifting through a quiet landscape of familiar objects. Everyday things that you rarely pause to consider. Things that accompany you through mornings and evenings, through seasons and years, quietly doing their work without asking for attention. Tonight we wander into the story of one such object. A small mechanism of teeth and fabric, of sliding motion and soft clicks, something that glides open and closed with a simple pull. It is an object so ordinary that it often disappears into the background of daily life. Yet its history stretches across centuries of invention, experimentation, and gentle refinement. This is the story of the zipper. A story of patient engineering, of slow evolution, and of the quiet satisfaction that comes from a design that simply works. Let your breath settle into an easy rhythm as we begin this calm journey. Allow the soft flow of history to guide you toward rest, and when you are ready, we drift into Chapter 1. Long before the zipper existed, people relied on simple methods to fasten clothing and secure belongings. In ancient times, garments were held together with ties, cords, and loops. These early fastenings were gentle in their simplicity, made from natural fibers that softened with use. They required patience and a steady hand, and they shaped the slow, deliberate pace of dressing and undressing. As centuries passed, metal clasps and small hooks appeared. They offered a firmer hold, yet they still required careful placement. Buttons emerged as tiny circles of bone, wood, or shell, each one carved by hand. They brought a sense of order to clothing, creating neat rows that could be fastened one by one. These early solutions were functional, but they were also time-consuming. They asked for attention, for small moments of focus, and while they served their purpose, they left a quiet space in the world for something smoother, something that could glide rather than latch. The idea of a continuous fastening, one that could close a garment in a single motion, had not yet taken shape, but the need for it was slowly forming, like a gentle current beneath the surface of daily life. The world was changing, and with it came a desire for ease, for speed, and for mechanisms that could move with the growing rhythm of modern living. In this early landscape, the zipper did not yet exist, but the conditions for its invention were quietly gathering, waiting for the moment when imagination and engineering would meet. As the 19th century unfolded, the world began to shift. Industrialization brought new machines, new materials, and new ways of thinking. Factories hummed with steady motion, and inventions appeared with increasing frequency. It was a time when small ideas could grow into transformative innovations. In this atmosphere of possibility, the concept of a sliding fastener began to emerge. Inventors were experimenting with mechanisms that could join two edges together with a single movement. These early attempts were often complex, involving hooks, clasps, or interlocking pieces that required careful alignment. One of the earliest known designs was a system of hooks and eyes arranged in a continuous line. It was clever in theory, but delicate in practice. The mechanism tended to snag or misalign, and it lacked the smoothness that would later define the zipper. Yet it represented a step forward, a sign that the idea of a continuous fastening was beginning to take shape. The 19th century was filled with such experiments. Some were too fragile, others too intricate, and many simply too ahead of their time. But each attempt added a small piece to the puzzle. Each design brought inventors closer to a mechanism that could glide effortlessly, joining fabric with a soft, satisfying motion. The world was ready for something new, and soon the first true ancestor of the modern zipper would appear. In the late 19th century, an American inventor named Whitcomb Judson introduced a device he called the Clasp locker. It was designed to fasten shoes, offering a quicker alternative to laces. The Clasp locker used a series of metal hooks that could be drawn together with a sliding mechanism. The idea was ambitious, and it captured the imagination of those who saw it. The Clasp locker promised convenience, a way to secure footwear with a single motion, but the mechanism was delicate, prone to jamming, and difficult to manufacture. It required precision that the factories of the time struggled to achieve. Despite its flaws, the Clasp locker marked an important moment in the history of the zipper. It was one of the first attempts to create a sliding fastener that could be operated with ease. Judson's invention was showcased at exhibitions, where it drew curiosity and admiration. People were intrigued by the idea, even if the execution was not yet perfect. Judson's work laid the foundation for what would come next. His company, formed to produce the Clasp locker, would later become the birthplace of the modern zipper. And although his invention did not achieve widespread success, it opened the door for others to refine the concept. The Clasp locker was a beginning, a first step toward a mechanism that would one day become essential to clothing, bags, and countless everyday items. Its gentle clinks and catches echoed the early stages of a design that was still finding its form. The true breakthrough came in the early 20th century, when an engineer named Gideon Sundback joined Judson's company. Sundback brought a meticulous approach to design, along with a deep understanding of mechanical systems. He studied the Clasp locker carefully, noting its weaknesses and imagining ways to improve it. Sundback's solution was elegant. Instead of hooks and eyes, he created a system of interlocking metal teeth. Each tooth was shaped to fit securely with its neighbour, forming a continuous chain that could be opened or closed with a sliding pull. This design offered strength, reliability, and a smoothness that earlier attempts had lacked. In 1913, Sundback completed his design, which he called the hookless fastener. It was a quiet revolution. The mechanism glided with a soft, satisfying motion, joining fabric edges with a gentle click. It was durable, easy to use, and adaptable to many types of garments and accessories. Sundback also developed machinery to manufacture the teeth with precision, ensuring that each piece fit perfectly with the next. This attention to detail allowed the zipper to move from concept to practical reality. For the first time, a sliding fastener could be produced consistently and reliably. The modern zipper had arrived. Its simple motion, its soft metallic rhythm, and its dependable hold would soon become familiar to people around the world. Although Sundback's invention was technically impressive, it still needed a name that captured its essence. In the 1920s, a company known for producing rubber goods began using the fastener on a new line of boots. They referred to the mechanism with a playful word that described the sound it made as it closed. They called it the zipper. The name was light and memorable, and it quickly spread. It captured the gentle glide of the mechanism, the soft whisper of teeth interlocking, the smooth motion that made fastening effortless. The word felt modern, friendly, and easy to say. It suited the invention perfectly. As the name gained popularity, the zipper began appearing on more products. It was used on tobacco pouches, bags, and eventually clothing. The world was slowly discovering the convenience of this new fastening, and the name helped it become part of everyday language. The zipper was no longer just a mechanism. It had become an idea, a symbol of ease and efficiency, and its name carried a sense of lightness that matched the gentle motion of its design. In the early years, clothing designers were hesitant to adopt the zipper. Buttons had long been the standard, and the idea of a sliding fastener felt unfamiliar. But as the 20th century progressed, fashion began to embrace modernity. Designers sought new ways to shape garments, and the zipper offered possibilities that buttons could not. The zipper allowed clothing to fit more closely to the body, creating smooth lines without gaps. It offered speed and convenience, making garments easier to put on and take off. It could be hidden within seams or displayed as a decorative element. Its versatility made it appealing to designers who were exploring new forms and silhouettes. By the 1930s, the zipper had become a fashionable feature. It appeared on dresses, skirts, trousers, and jackets. Advertisements celebrated its ease of use, showing garments that could be fastened with a single motion. The zipper became a symbol of modern living, a small but meaningful improvement to daily routines. As fashion evolved, the zipper adapted. It appeared in bright colours, in lightweight materials, and in designs that blended seamlessly with fabric. It became an essential part of clothing construction, quietly supporting the shapes and styles of each era. The zipper had found its place in the world of fashion, moving with the gentle rhythm of changing trends. As the decades passed, the zipper continued to evolve. Early versions were made from metal, with teeth carefully shaped and aligned. These metal zippers were strong and durable, but they could be heavy or rigid. Designers and manufacturers began exploring new materials that could offer flexibility and lightness. Plastic zippers emerged, bringing a softer feel and a wider range of colours. They were gentle against the skin and suitable for delicate fabrics. Coil zippers, made from spiraled nylon, offered smooth motion and a lightweight structure. They could curve with the shape of a garment, making them ideal for modern designs. Invisible zippers appeared, designed to disappear into seams. Their delicate construction allowed them to blend seamlessly with fabric, creating clean lines and subtle finishes. Heavy-duty zippers were developed for outdoor gear, with large teeth that could withstand cold, moisture, and frequent use. Each new variation expanded the zipper's possibilities. It became a tool for designers, a practical component for manufacturers, and a familiar companion for people around the world. Its gentle glide remained constant, even as its materials and forms changed. The zipper had become a quiet example of engineering refinement, a simple idea, continually improved through careful attention and thoughtful design. By the mid-20th century, the zipper had become a part of daily life. It appeared on jackets, bags, shoes, and countless other items. Its presence was so common that people rarely paused to consider it. Yet the zipper played a small but meaningful role in the rhythm of each day. In the morning, the soft pull of a zipper might close a coat against the cool air. A bag might open with a gentle glide, revealing the items needed for the day ahead. A pair of boots might fasten with a smooth upward motion. These small actions became part of the quiet choreography of daily routines. The zipper offered reliability. It held belongings securely, kept garments in place, and provided a sense of ease. Its motion was familiar, a soft sliding sound that blended into the background of life. It was a mechanism that asked for little and offered much. Even as new technologies emerged, the zipper remained relevant. It adapted to new materials, new styles, and new purposes. Its simplicity made it enduring, and its gentle motion made it comforting. The zipper had become an everyday companion, quietly supporting the flow of modern living. Beyond clothing and accessories, the zipper found its way into specialized fields. In outdoor equipment, it became essential for tents, sleeping bags, and protective gear. Its ability to create secure closures made it valuable in environments where reliability mattered. In aviation and space exploration, zippers were used in suits and equipment that required both flexibility and airtight seals. Engineers developed specialized versions that could withstand extreme temperatures and pressures. These zippers played a role in missions that reached beyond the Earth, accompanying astronauts into the quiet expanse of space. Medical equipment also made use of zippers, incorporating them into protective garments and devices that required quick access. Industrial applications emerged, using heavy-duty zippers for machinery covers and protective enclosures. Through all these uses, the zipper demonstrated its adaptability. It could be delicate or robust, subtle or prominent, simple or highly specialized. Its design remained fundamentally the same, yet its applications expanded into fields far beyond its original purpose. The zipper had become a symbol of practical innovation, a reminder that even small mechanisms can have wide-reaching impact. Today, the zipper continues to be a part of everyday life. It is found in wardrobes, travel bags, outdoor gear, and countless objects that accompany people through their routines. Its presence is so familiar that it often goes unnoticed, yet its contribution is constant. The zipper represents the beauty of simple engineering, a mechanism that glides with ease, joining two edges with a gentle motion. It is a reminder that innovation does not always arrive with fanfare. Sometimes it appears quietly, refined through patience and thoughtful design. As you reflect on the history of the zipper, you may notice the soft rhythm of your own breath, the gentle rise and fall, the steady flow that mirrors the smooth motion of a sliding fastener. There is a calmness in this connection, a sense of ease that settles into the body. The zipper's story is one of persistence, refinement, and quiet usefulness. A small invention that has touched countless lives, not through spectacle, but through simple reliability. And now, as this journey draws to a close, we drift gently into rest. As you settle deeper into stillness, let the story of the zipper linger softly in your mind, a reminder that even the simplest objects carry histories shaped by curiosity and care. Allow the calm rhythm of this journey to guide you towards sleep, where thoughts loosen and the world becomes quiet. You have travelled through centuries of gentle innovation, through the slow evolution of a mechanism that glides with ease. Now, let your breath slow, let your body soften, and allow yourself to drift into peaceful rest. Thank you so much for sharing this quiet moment with me. If you'd like more bedtime stories like this, then please subscribe now. And if there's a topic you'd love to hear as you drift off, let me know in the comments. Sleep well and be safe.